This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Titans, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Titans will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And you cannot start this game any better than to take the opening kickoff all the way to the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got in the open field, that dude was gone. This place is going crazy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense will start this game off with the football. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give to the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. Kick is in the air. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So Washington's offense taking the field for a chance. We have to see them today. I know Bo Nix has the single-season completion record, but this guy may make a run for it if he has many more games like the last one, David.
It was crazy. I mean, it was interesting to watch, man. Just in a rhythm, not fooled, like just so confident, knew his answers to the test before the questions were even asked. And defensively, that presents a huge challenge. And Jesse, how do you want to attack it? Because something has to change after that last game we saw.
Yeah, I think one of the big keys for him having that kind of day and that kind of accuracy was his offensive line gave him a lot of time to survey the field and throw dart. So if you're on defense here, you've got to find a way to disrupt his rhythm. You've got to be able to get pressure on him. You don't necessarily have to get him to the ground and sack him, but the ball has got to come out early. You cannot let him sit back there and pick you apart.
He rifles one deep down the middle.
That is such a great play by that defender. And how many times on deep balls do we see PI? Do we see pass interference? In situations just like that, that defender did an outstanding job.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now adjusting. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. And the Huskies are moving quickly down the field. Rides the back on the option to give. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Huskies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Pocket breaking down. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And this defense is going to have their hands full, right? I mean, you saw him throw it, a couple plays ago, and you see him take off and run. They've got to do something to kind of put him at least in a little bit of thinking, a little bit of doubt, a little bit of pressure, because right now he's starting to get in the rhythm, and that's not good for this defense.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Huskies! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And it's no good. He missed the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back to pass, it's Beebe. Here's a heat. And they drop him for a loss, but there are penalty markers on the field. Let's check out the call. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed him for the defensive holding penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll pull it down and run. Oh, a lot of space. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense getting set for first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. He stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He reached into his bag for that move, and it didn't get him loose at all. And the Titans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. A little release to the back. It's a seam wide open. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Here comes the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Titans decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Looking for a gap. It's Coleman. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Williams will pass. That's caught. It's Evans. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And
Great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he could see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
Bringing the heat. Makes the catch. It's Coleman. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this all.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Brought down at the 30 on the return, and his defense has set them up in scoring position. They go to the ground. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. The Titans want to pick up the tempo.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage.
It's a running room. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
But how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense, getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the way.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having...
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Titans will bring the punt team onto the field. Here's the return. He's got great speed. Touchdown, Washington! Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And that is one of the biggest plays of that young man's football life. The true freshman taking the punt to the house. If I'm the head coach and I watch that, I'm now trying to find ways to get this guy on the field offensively because he's got some special ability.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Beebe. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Titans line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Evans. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with the lone back. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. When the Huskies are moving on the ground like this, you will bow down to Washington.
Yeah, and I tell you what, with all the rain they get out there in Washington, you better have a dependable ground game that you can go to and establish that tempo. Obviously, harder to throw the football in the rain, so dominant, physical trenches.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. He slings it deep to the left. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Finds a crease at the 20. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
And this defense, how about it, man? Putting some pressure on the quarterback, getting the big sack, but now letting him take off and get so many yards back and climb back in this third down situation. Good response by this offense from a disastrous first down.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Williams looking for a man. Big fella moving. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Washington.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Rice is going to enjoy the trip back to Houston after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road and you stack wins there at home, and suddenly it's quite the resume. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And the Huskies will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Beebe. Rushes on him. Makes the grab. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defensive line stands on the result of the play. They'll line up for a second down play. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game, and now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Wants to throw. It's Beebe. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. From the gun. Give on the inside. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. They'll try the run. Turning it on. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Williams will pass. Using his feet to buy time. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Trying play action. With the catch, it's Harris. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Going up top again. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That's caught. It's Evans. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Shoots it to the left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Huskies! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. A 69-yard touchdown drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start. 5. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Coming out on first down with the play fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Titans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's Beebe. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the catch on the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Defense.
So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. We've reached the break. It's Washington holding the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give on the inside. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice game. And the Titans are flying down the field.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Here we go. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Cousins.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Leaves it with the running back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Makes the grab. He stopped short, and it's fourth down. sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Titans. Fit it in the window for the score.
Touchdown, Titans.
This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Play callers love it offensively, but you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the fourth quarter, with the lead, very first play of the drive, we break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Hands it off. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. The give from the gun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Titans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for a man, it's Bailey. The quick out. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called.
Holding.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. A 3rd down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Hall. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The Titans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated.
Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Oh, they're after him. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
That's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's McMillan. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Zings it complete to the right. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. He'll do it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total